Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you are all well. I hope you are enjoying your distance learning. We are now on to our second week, and this week in guided reading we are going to do what we do in class. So today we're going to be looking at a book. We're going to remind ourselves of our reading strategies, and then I'm going to read the book through once, and then what I would like you to do is read the book through once or twice. And to finish off, we're going to have some fun by playing a Kahoot quiz. So first, let's remind ourselves of our reading strategies. So, our reading strategies that we like to use are our eagle eye. So, eagle eye is when we look at a word, we take the first letter of that word, and we look for pictures in our book for clues to help with the word. Our second one that we like to use a lot is our stretchy snake. Our stretchy snake is when we look at letters in the word, we stretch the sounds out nice and slow, and we go back and say the sounds all together. For example, if I want to say ship, I would stretch it out like this. Sh-I-P, ship. So let's have a go at some stretchy snakes of our own. So trudged. T-r-u-d-g. Trudged. You have a go for me? Lovely job. Well done. Let's try it all together one more time. Trudged. T-r-u-d-g. Trudged. Lovely. Let's try one more. Signalled. Signalled. You try again for me? Good job, lovely. Let's try one more time all together. Signalled. Signalled. Lovely job. Well done. So today, boys and girls, the book that we're going to be having a look at is Eric's Talking Ears. Let's go and have a read. Girls, this is what your book will look like on Oxford Owl. I sent out a demonstration video on how your parents can access Oxford Owl on Class Dojo. It was uploaded on Thursday the 26th of March, so make sure that your parents have had a look at it so that you have access to it. Let's have a read. Chapter 1. The Little Blue Book. What about the things in this box, Dad? Asked Eric. Shall I throw them out? Eric was at the zoo, where Dad was a zookeeper. It was the summer holidays. He was helping Dad clear out some old cupboards. What are they? Asked Dad. Yup, said Eric. They are animal ears. Loads of them. That's disgusting, said Dad. Get rid of them. Hang on. They're not real ears, Dad, said Eric, looking again. He pulled out a pair of big flappy elephant ears. They were made of grey cloth. Good, aren't they? He tipped out the box onto the table. Lots more ears fell out. Someone made all these animal ears, said Eric, puzzled. What for? Dad looked puzzled too. Then he said, wait a second. Is there a book with the ears and a hat? Eric picked up a tatty blue notebook out of the heap of ears. Is this weird thing a hat? He asked. Dad. It looked like a swimming cap. But why has it got two little horn things on it? To fit the ears on, of course, said Dad. Dad, what are you talking about? Said Eric impatiently. All that stuff is really old, explained Dad. It belonged to a zookeeper who once worked here. He believed in ear language. Ear language? Look, in the little blue notebook, said Dad. Eric opened the book. Giraffe talk, it said. 3 twitches with a left ear means these flies are annoying me. Eric turned to the next page. Hippo talk. 2 twitches and a waggle of both ears mean your water hole is dried up. I get it, said Eric, getting excited. This zookeeper thought animals talk to each other by moving their ears. That's right, said Dad, and Eric thought he could talk ear language too, said Eric. If he put on this cap, he picked up the silly cap and fitted the elephant ears onto it. He pulled it on his head. What are these strings for? He asked Dad. To make the ears move, of course. Eric pulled a few strings. I can't see. Are my ears moving? They sure are, laughed Dad. Those elephant lugs are flapping like mad, but you'll have to look into the little blue book to find out what you've just said. Now, I can talk to the zoo animals, said Eric, thrilled. After I practice a bit. Dad laughed. I bet it doesn't work. It's a crazy idea. Oh, said Eric, dreadfully disappointed. Shall I just throw them away then? Might as well, shrugged Dad. But Eric didn't throw anything away. He packed the ears and the cap and the little blue book back into the box. Then he took the box home with him. Chapter 2. Jungle. For a whole week, Eric spent hours in his bedroom secretly practicing ear language. Then he went with Dad to the zoo. It might work, thought Eric. You never know, it just might. At the zoo, Dad went off to feed the monkeys. Now, murmured Eric, who shall I talk to first? He began wandering around the zoo. He felt very nervous. Lots of the animals were big and fierce and wild. Would they want to talk to a small weedy human? The giraffes looked haughty. The lions were scary. The polar bears were asleep. At last he stopped outside the elephant pen. He put on the cap. He fitted on the big flappy elephant ears. What shall I say first? He thought. He gave his ears 4 twists, 2 waggles. That meant, I, a human child, have come to see you. The elephants took no notice. They carried on chewing leaves. Dad's right, thought Eric sadly. This ear language is rubbish. He gave it one more try. Hello, he signalled, waggling his left ear. Nothing. None of the big elephants waggled hello back. Then 2 baby elephants wandered up to the fence. They were called Maya and Miko. Maya began waggling her ears, 3 flaps, 2 left ear waggles. Does that mean anything? Thought Eric. He hardly dared to hope. He looked it up in his little blue book. Yes, it does, he cried. He was thrilled. An elephant actually talking to me. What is outside the big gate? Maya was asking him. Outside, thought Eric. Does she mean outside the zoo? He frowned. He looked at the little blue book. It was a very hard question to answer. Ear language had no words for cars or crowds or busy roads. There was a quiet little park just outside the zoo gates, but there was no word for park in ear language either. Maya was getting impatient. Ah, here's something, thought Eric. He found a word. It wasn't right, but it would have to do. Flap, flap went his ears. There is a jungle outside the big gates, Eric told the baby elephants. Maya waved her trunk in surprise. The jungle is so close. Yes, answered Eric. He thought of the little park. It wasn't exactly a jungle, but it did have a few trees, and Maya was never going to find out. She was a zoo animal. She was never going to go outside. I have heard about the jungle, Miko's ears told him. I too, waggled Maya. The old elephants tell us stories. The jungle is a wonderful place. It is freedom, added Miko with a longing look in his tiny bright elephant eyes. What are they saying? Thought Eric. He couldn't keep up. Their ears were flapping so fast they were just a blur. Maya and Miko rushed off still talking ear language. They seemed really excited. Maybe it's because they talked to a human for the first time, thought Eric. He felt much more confident now. He swapped ears. He felt like having a chat with the hyenas. The hyenas told jokes about visitors. They laughed at them all the time. Look at this silly man. His face is as red as a baboon's bottom. Eric talked with the timid gazelles next. They seemed to worry a lot. Their ears twitched like mad as they told him, "We are afraid of the crocodiles. They might eat us all up." He even dared to have a word with the lions. They seemed very keen to invite him inside their cage. "Come closer, human child," waggled the old shaggy-haired lion. His eyes glittered greedily. "Come closer so I can smell you." Sorry, I haven't got time," Eric told him. "I'm just off to see some pot-bellied pigs." "Ah, pigs! I adore pigs," the lion replied, licking his lips. "I'm really glad I didn't throw these ears out," thought Eric, as he rushed around the zoo. "It's brilliant fun." He felt as if he'd been talking ear language all his life. Chapter 3. What's going on? Then, soon after, something strange happened at the zoo. Eric could feel it as soon as he got out Dad's car. The gazelles were skipping about. The hyenas were running round and round in mad circles. Why are they all so excited? Eric wondered. He headed for the elephant pen. He had to ask Maya and Miko about it. He fixed on his elephant ears. 2 flicks and a waggle meant, "What's going on?" But Maya and Miko didn't run up to greet him. "What's going on?" he signaled again. Maya and Miko were too far away at the other side of their pen. Their grey ears seemed a bit busy. They had lots to say, but they were talking to the kangaroos over the fence, not to him. Eric felt rather left out. What are they saying? He wondered. He watched their ears. He could keep up now, no matter how fast they moved. "Don't be silly," Maya was telling the kangaroos. "We elephants can't jump." "No," waggled Miko. "We will all find our own way out. The kangaroos can jump fences. The hyenas can dig under them. The elephants will use all their strength to push the fences down. And then," Miko told them, "we will all meet up outside the gates in the jungle. The jungle the human child told us about. We will all be free," waggled Maya. As Eric watched, he felt his heart beat cold. He suddenly realized what they were up to. The animals were planning a mass breakout, and it was all because of him. He hadn't used the right words. He told them there was a jungle outside the zoo.